episode number 3 is hitting you now. Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Project Turdlido. Now, in today's video, we are doing, I believe, the coolant leak, which Graham's already started looking into. And didn't you say it was fitting the lowering springs as well? And possibly the lowering springs if we got time and daylight left, because this is currently like 6:15 at night, 6:20 at night, something like that. So yeah, we've got time against us and probably weather against us as well, to be fair. But yeah, so Graham's already got the car jacked up. He's got the induction kit out the way, and I'll let him explain the rest of it. Right, so where are we looking? This little T-piece here?
This little T-piece here, where I'm just about to make a mess on my floor.
So what?
Be coming out. So there's a tap on these.
Yeah.
On the bottom of the rad hose.
Yeah.
There's a nice little tap that you just undo.
Yep.
And then that allows the majority of the coolant to drain out.
Yep.
So hopefully I haven't got too much left in the system.
Fingers crossed.
So yeah, I've got hose here to take off, hose here to take off.
Yep.
That one there, and then there's 2 bolts that hold it together.
So what is this piece then? Is it just a general like T-piece or?
Yeah, effectively just a T-piece.
Because it looks like it's got, what is that, a temperature sensor maybe?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah, coolant temperature sensor.
Cool. So yeah, literally it's just a junction of...
junction of plastic pipes.
Yeah. So nothing too thrilling, nothing too exciting,
so you've
but...
got that one there, one there, one there. There's an O-ring in the box that goes in there, and that's where you bolt it onto the side of the block.
Yep.
And that coolant sensor will go in the top.
Ah, cool.
And hopefully we don't break this little brittle clip.
Yeah.
Which
so
we won't, because I've just pulled it off.
So what has failed on this then? Has it just got brittle and started leaking?
I think it's just got brittle and the plastics failed.
Yeah.
Rather than anything else.
Yeah.
But I can't be 100% certain on that. But that's where the coolant is evident, and you can see all the black that is caused down there from leaking for a little while.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing in that area as such, other than the hoses. But the hoses,
they seem to look alright.
Like they're in that much of a poor state. So
no.
I'm just going to have to make a mess on my floor, aren't I?
Possibly. Oh yeah, it's going all over the shop. So yeah, we'll probably get this off, examine, see what's wrong with it, and take it from there. Could it be a possibility that the temperature sensor is leaking itself? Like,
yeah, they can leak themselves, but that weren't the case with this one.
Yeah.
It was definitely coming from around like the block area, so
maybe the O-ring itself has
either
failed.
the O-rings failed, or the housing being plastic has cracked.
Yeah. Right, well, let's get it off and let's investigate. Alright, so with a bit of haggle, basically there's, I don't know if you can see them, but they're metal pipes, and to get the part out that we need to replace, you have to sort of obviously get it over the metal pipes, but this bracketry down here is in the way of doing that, so it is a bit of a faff. But once it's out, it's out. And yeah, the O-ring has definitely seen better days there, so that's probably going to be the cause of our leak. I mean, that's not supposed to be all swollen and manky, and also it's just floppy as anything. So that is probably the cause of the leak. So yeah, there's a new one. The temperature sensor's in the box as well, so we'll obviously sort all that out and then chuck it all back together. But yeah, that was the cause of the leak. Fingers crossed there's nothing else. So yeah, let's get it all back together. Alright, so there is the new item. We're just fitting the new O-ring. Graham has greased it up ever so slightly just to sort of like hold it in place a bit better. You just use a generic tub of grease. I mean, there it is if you need it. Yeah, literally just a little bit over the O-ring. It helps sort of like secure it and seal it a bit better. Then literally just wiggle it down back through them awkward metal pipes and all that. And I know it sounds easier to say than it is to do, but yeah, wiggle it back down there, bolt it all up, and that job should be a good one. Right, so the bracket or fixture or whatever you want to call it is back on. The temperature sensor is literally just gone back in as well, as you can see. All the pipes are hooked back up too. All I was doing was booking a table for my birthday tomorrow, i.e. this is the 1st of April. You'll probably see this towards the end of the month. I can't remember. It'll be towards the end of the month somewhere, because I've still got 2 other episodes releasing before this, which you would have probably already seen. But yeah, no, so it's my birthday tomorrow, 2nd of April, which would have been probably about 3 weeks ago at this point. So happy birthday me. Hey, cool, yeah, brilliant. Anyway, back to this. Yeah, so that's all now back together. So I'm guessing we're putting some fresh coolant in it?
Yeah.
Lovely. So yeah, now it's time to top up the old coolante and run it through. Right, she has the bottle of...
I cleaned the car at the beginning of the week.
She has the bottle of Halford's finest pink coolant, and she's gone to the washer fluid bottle.
Washer fluid's there?
Joking.
No.
The brake fluid reservoir, perfect, that's good. And
I will spill this all over you.
oh, it looks like a gasket's gone, no coolant in there. Fucked, got to strap it now. So yeah, moment of truth, can she do it without spilling? Can she? Come on!
I'm not going to do it if you keep doing stuff like that. I need immense concentration.
Immense.
Dun-dun.
I swear to God.
Fucking go for it!
Well, stop it! Or I'm going to spill it.
Dun, 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 dun.
Come on!
Stop it!
Hey!
Oh my gosh, not like that!
Hey, she's filling up the brake fluid. Woo!
Where's the max point on this?
Hey?
Where's the max point on this?
Oh, I don't know.
Don't know. You got to look. That's your problem. That's your issue. I think. Well, that's for you to decide. Fill it up, and we'll get the old bitch running. She's alive. I didn't drink all that coolant straight away. Bloody hell. So yeah, now what we're going to do is we're going to go through the usual bleeding process, top it up, let it come through, top it up, let it come through, and then, yeah, go from there. And now, we are going to see the car move, because we need to get it on there so we can jack it up properly and stuff like that, make it all safe. Oh. See, she moves. Lovely. Alright. Now it's time to make it lower. There we go, that's what I was looking for. This weather really ain't looking good. But the arse end of the car is up in the air, and that means one thing and one thing only, and that is that this car is finally getting decked. No, I don't mean getting beaten up. I mean it's being lowered. So at the moment, Graham's under there, undoing the rear shock. Yeah. So yeah, I'm out of puff. Let me see if I can get under. We'll see how clean it is under here. Apparently it is very clean. Yeah, as you can see, really nice and preserved, to be fair. Not really too bad. So to undo the rear shock, it is a 16mm bolt on the bottom, I'm pretty sure. I know it's a 16mm, but I don't know if it's a bolt or two. Don't really know, I can't really see.
16mm bolt and a 17mm spanner.
There you go, 16mm bolt, 17mm spanner, and yeah, that's what we're working with there. So let's get all of that off and we'll see what we're looking at. Right, so the springs have literally just fallen out, which is quite nice. There's one of the old ones there with the spring cap in it, and between these legs, because someone's just stood straight in my way.
I couldn't open the boot.
You can see that the shock absorber is somewhat, well, it is loose, it's somewhat leaning somewhere. And yeah, these are the new ones, which don't look very new, but how much of a drop is, look, they look the same.
Hi.
There's a tiny bit.
Oh, there.
Tiny.
How much should you say? 30 mil? 25 mil? Something about that.
Maybe.
Yeah, so it's not going to be a harsh drop, but there you go. So, I mean, new springs anyway, it's just well, new old springs, just a bit more reassurance, a bit more better handling. So, yeah, we'll get these chucked on and go from there. Right, so both of the springs are on. We didn't do the shocks because the shocks that came with it were standard shocks still. So the old shocks are still on the car, that's just shocking. But let's see how low she goes. Don't forget these do still have to set a bit as well. Oh, she's still got, oh, that's
Graham's happy with that.
That's naughty, that.
That's about a 30 mil drop.
I mean, if we compare that to the front, which I know the front's going to be lower anyway. Yeah, the back sits a tad lower now.
I just tried helping settle it.
That is quite a nice drop. Now, the handbrake is not on because the handbrake don't work. But yeah, no. So that is now lowered, which looks quite nice. And yeah, we're going to do the front. It's April Fool's Day today.
Just the one to do.
Yeah. Oh. 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 Fuck. Right, we've just done a bit of the old bouncy, and that is now how she sits. She sits nice and low. Now we just need to get the front to the same scale. So to do that, we obviously have the front lowering springs in here, which comes with new shocks, new old shocks, whatever, and top mounts, which hopefully don't grind themselves to shit. Now we are undoing the top mount, which is annoying because it's the Allen key and spanner combination. So you put an Allen key through the middle, spanner goes around the outside if it fits, and yeah, then you crack it off like that. So really annoying. Oh, is it going? There, but oh, no, that wasn't it. But yeah, so this is going to be quite fiddly to do and quite annoying to do, but we'll get there. Now, if this ain't sketchy, I really don't know what is. Now, obviously the rear wheels, they operate the handbrake. So we're jacking up the front because we don't have a handbrake to hold the car. But it's fine because Graham is an ultimate carpenter, and we have got his trusty wooden ramp block chop thing. That's literally all the car's being held by. I don't know if you can even see that. It's down there. And yeah, this is safe. I mean, you know, off to do some sketchy shit and stuff, but it's all good. It's all good. So yeah, we're now getting to the wheel side of taking this front shock off. The weather is getting dark and is actually looking really atrocious. So we're going to send it anyway and just pray that it don't rain. It is fucking bitterly cold though. Right, so we've got the wheel off, and Graham's just said that both of the springs are broken. So, because initially we thought it was the other side.
Just the other side.
Or yeah, just the other side, but this one is also broken. So this is going to be interesting. So yeah, guessing we're getting this off now.
Something like that.
Right.
Spray with WD.
Don't know if you can. Well, you can't really see anything. But it is now starting to try to rain. I mean, yeah, you can see the specks on the windscreen. It is now starting to try to rain, so we are probably going to end up wrapping this up here. Graham's also got to go for his dinner as well. So what is the plan? Are you just cleaning this up for now, or?
A bit of a rub up, put some penetrant spray on it.
Yep.
Leave it overnight, and then hopefully be a case of give it a good whack and out it comes.
Yeah. I'm guessing you're doing that tomorrow, or?
Yeah, I'll probably do that tomorrow.
Okay, well that's not going to be caught on film then, because like I said, it's as of filming this video, it's my birthday tomorrow, so I'm with my family and all that. So the fronts are going to be done off camera, which means that next time when we see this car will be fully lowered, and
I might film it for you if I'm feeling good.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard that. He might give it a quick film if he's filming good, which tells me of something. And that is the RS4. Now, I'm going to quickly get this out of the way before we outro the video. As you can see, the RS4 is up on axle stands. No wheels on it, no brakes on it, no nothing. And that is because Graham has started filming a video on this for my channel. I'm going to come back at some point and finish it up when we're doing the refitting. But we are doing a nice project with this, which is going to be quite nice. I need to grab all the videos he sent me off of Facebook, because that's what he sent them through on, and compile them into a video. But there'll be a video released on the RS4 soon. I might chuck this up, if it's done soon enough, I'm going to chuck this video in with the saga of the Turdlido. Basically to try and break up the Turdlido a bit, otherwise it'll be 3 consistent videos in a row, week on week. So I might throw this in the mix somewhere, I'm not too sure just yet. But yeah, there is a video coming on the 4 at some point very soon. Yeah, the answer to that is in this box. So yeah, so we got that going on. Chloe's Fiesta's over there because it's black, you can't see it. You can sort of see the headlight there. We've got something to do to that soon, and the exhaust still needs to be finished up. The RS3, which I don't actually think I've really shown on the channel. There'll be a review of this coming soon. And then obviously the Golf's just sat here waiting for a track day, looking quite sorry for itself, covered in dust. So this will be ready for a track day at some point. If they end up doing a track day, I'll say I might come along, do a bit of filming on it. But yeah, nothing's really done with this. This hasn't actually moved since the review I've done on it. So that shows how long it's been sitting. But yeah, exciting content coming on the 4. Review coming on the 3. The Turdlido's getting more shit done. The Fiesta's getting more shit done. I also sold the Corolla today, the first. So again, this will be, what, 3 weeks in advance roughly that you see this video from when I sold it. So I'll be revealing a new car soon as well. But yeah, so there's loads of stuff going on, loads of projects going on, loads of videos to be done. And yeah, with that being said, let's flip the camera around. Not that you can really see much, I don't know why I'm trying to show you stuff, but let's flip the camera around and outro the video. So yeah guys, we're gonna, like I said, we're wrapping this up. If you're excited to see the content on the 4, if there's anything coming on the Golf and the other cars in front of me, please be sure to hit the subscribe button. Like this video as well if you're enjoying the Turdlido project. I certainly am, it's quite interesting, and I think it's a steal of a deal. There's still more to be done to it. In fact, there's plenty more to be done to it. Like you heard Graham say, or at least I think you did, he might film the front suspension tomorrow, or you know, if he does other things, he might do little clips for that for me to chuck in. I'm not too sure. Yeah, there's just loads of stuff going on at the moment. It's very, very hectic. But yeah, so subscribe if you're excited to see it all. Like this video if you're enjoying the Turdlido, and more importantly, leave us a comment. Tell us what you want us to do to the Turdlido. We might consider some things. Not too sure yet. But yeah, if you want to see anything on it, let us know, and we'll maybe might try and make it happen if it's not a ridiculously stupid idea. But yeah, like I said, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.
Right, so you can see it's the next day. It's a bit sunnier. Just got the old shock out, which is here, and as you can see, there's our broken spring. So hopefully we can just put this nice brand new second-hand one in, and yeah, not be too bad. There we go. Shock is back on. Just got to tighten the bolt that holds it at the top, which is just in here, this one. Little tip with these is get yourself a nice long pole and get it sit underneath your spring. Cable tie it onto your shock so that it doesn't move around, and jack it up just a little bit. That'll give you enough clearance to get it out of here without having to take the drive shaft out of the way or anything like that. It saves quite a lot of time. 2 cable ties, a little bit of a jack, and you should be alright. And then to put it back is the same sort of thing. Sometimes with some lowering shocks and springs you don't need to do it, but because these are still standard shocks, just lowering springs, they've still got the length on them. Just the bar in there, cable tied on, only needs a small amount, half an inch of travel or something like that. And I think, if I remember rightly, the other side you don't even need to worry about it because the shaft's so long. But just in case you're struggling to get your shock out, that's a little tip that's worth noting. Okay, so for those that can't quite understand what I was trying to explain before, my jack with my pole up underneath, you can see it's just got to take a little bit out just so I can get it back into the hole without having to take a load of stuff off. So cable ties on there just to stop that flying off and hitting me in the face, but make sure you do something to restrain that, because we don't want anyone hurting themselves. Okay, so around the other side, don't know if you can really see it yet, but this spring is broken as well. You can see it's been taking some of the dirt and the paint off where it's not been set on its proper point. But mainly what I wanted to show you on this side is this, which, yeah, it doesn't look too pretty because I didn't try to do it too pretty, but when I originally had the car, it had a side mount intercooler which sits here. Now when it's on there, it struggles to get the air out the back of it, and that causes you to have heat soak and power loss. So if you haven't gone down the route of a front mount, or you don't want to go down the route of a front mount, you can either get a Leon Cupra inner, or just do what I did and drill some holes. This also works on the Fabia VRS, the Polos with the 1.9 diesel lumping, they're the same. Similar setup, side mount, nothing for it to get out the back of. So you just drill a few holes just to let that air pressure come out, and it makes quite a big difference. But anyway, I'll get this shock off and hopefully we should be done. And oh look, faded red calipers. Okay, so wheels are back on, it's ready to go back down on the floor, but it's a little bit dirty under here. There's a possible oil leak from the sump plug. If it's not from the sump plug, something further up, possibly the actual sump gasket, or it could even be as high up as the rocker cover gasket and just coming down. Now this could also be some of the coolant leak, because I believe it was leaking coolant for a long time, making this look a lot worse than it is. So I want to get the jet wash, give it a clean underneath just to get rid of the grime. I think I'll clean out the arches as well, and you can see a before and an after of them, and it might make you want to clean your own arches out. So as you can see at the moment, it all looks pretty much the same colour. I'll give it a jet wash and you can see the difference. Okay, and there's the very quick go over with the jet wash. You can see it's actually blue under the dirt, so it's worth doing. I might do it a bit better another day, but it was mainly just for cleaning up the underside of the engine to see what's going on under there more than anything else. But you can see it's worth doing your arches, people. Keep it clean, stop the rust.